Hey, what's going on, guys? Elliott here from Movie Files, here to give you my review for the movie Thoroughbreds. I was actually able to see it a little bit early. It comes out the 9th of March, and I was able to see it on Tuesday. But doesn't really matter because the film's been out almost a year and a half. So it was a Sundance film. It got picked up by Focus Features, and it has its wide release come March 9th. So with that being said, guys, if this is your first time tuning into a Movie Files review, there will be no spoilers. I'm going to touch a little bit on the plot. I'm going to touch on the pros and cons and then wrap up my score and final thoughts. So the film stars Anya Taylor-Joy as Lily. You have Olivia Cooke playing Amanda, and then you have Anton Yelchin playing Tim. And you also have a first-time director, Cory Finley, who directed this film. He's from St. Louis. I currently live in St. Louis, so it's cool that he's from St. Louis. So shout out to Cory. So with that being said, guys, like I said, going to touch a little bit on the story. No spoilers here. So if you guys aren't familiar with the movie follows two high school students. You have one, Lily, who seems to have the perfect life, except for there's some tension obviously seen there with her family. And then you have Amanda, who has no feelings whatsoever. You find out in the trailers and the synopsis that they used to be friends. They're kind of rekindling their friendship, and in doing so, the conversation is brought up about how to kill Lily's stepdad. I'm going to leave it just at that. So leaving off on that point, I want to touch on the characters. Lily, Amanda, and Tim. Those are the three main leads, and they all do a great job. I felt the chemistry work, the comedy work, the emotional moments, all the things they delivered in their performance worked really well for me, which leads into our director. First-time director Cory Finley did a great job of picking these shots. This film had such a cool feel to it, a very nice style, really cool style, which also leads into one of my other points, which is the sound design. It's this uneasy feeling to it. Kind of reminded me of a little bit two different movies and different subject matters, but kind of like Get Out, where it just had this tension building throughout the sound design, throughout the score of the film, and also the sound design plays an integral part into the last part of the film, which you guys will see if you eventually go check it out. Another thing I want to talk about was the time. It was an hour and a half, and it flew by, and it felt perfect. Didn't feel rushed, didn't feel overlong. It was an hour and a half. It got to the point. You meet the characters. I fell in love with the characters, and it was a quick film, which I really enjoyed. Which is another thing leads into just kind of going back to the director. I really thought that the feeling, the tension that these actors and the performance that we've seen in this movie worked really well. This kind of this underbelly tone of like a monster under the bed type of feeling. There's a lot of tension, and it played really well. And also, I just want to really touch on Anton Yelchin. This was his last movie with his, passing away, his unfortunate passing away. He did a great job. If you guys are fans of his, go check out this movie because this is a great performance by Anton. Some cons here. I didn't really feel like the third act worked completely for me. I didn't feel like it was necessarily earned to a degree, which leads into another point of a con of mine, which was character development in a sense. Again, this is an hour and a half, and you know the characters to a degree, but I just want to learn a little bit more about Lily and as well as Amanda, who's played by Olivia Cooke. I just wanted to kind of figure out her family dynamic and what kind of led her to become the way she is, which they talk about a little bit. She has a certain disorder, as they put it in the movie, but I just wanted a little bit more meat on the background from these characters. Kind of final thoughts here, guys. Something I promised to do in 2018 was to see and support more independent films. If you look at our top 10s list of 2017, mine and Morgan's list, we had, Get Out, top of our list, Call Me By Your Name, Lady Bird, The Big Sick, all great films, and that really pushed me. I've always seen independent films, but I really want to make it an effort to go see these films, support these films, before they can continue to get made, because we always hear about originality and people coming up with new scripts and new things instead of these reboots and remakes and sequels. So definitely enjoy this movie, and I definitely want to support more independent films. I saw it at one of my favorite theaters in St. Louis, which is High Point, which created that environment as well, kind of that independent theater. So I really, with all that being said, guys, I'm going to give this film a 3 out of 5. Again, I enjoyed the characters, the direction of the film, the style of the film, but with that being said, the third act didn't really work for me all the way, as well as some of the character development. So with that being said, guys, that's my thoughts on the film, but I want to know your thoughts. Let me know if you've seen the film at Sundance or seen it recently. Let me know your thoughts on the film, as well as if you haven't seen the film, are you going to check it out? So guys, like this video, share this video, comment below, subscribe to our awesome channel Movie Files, and also follow us on our social media accounts. We have your Instagram at Movie Files, a Twitter at Movie Files Live, Facebook. So that's all. You can all find that in the description below. Some things to look for to watch after you're done watching this review is we did our Wrinkle in Time review. We did our unboxing of Thor Ragnarok. We also did an early release of Love, Simon. And then also coming up pretty soon is our Laura Croft Tomb Raider review, which I get to see a little bit early. So we're going to have that review coming for you guys here shortly. So as always, thank you guys for the support watching this video. Again, subscribe to our page, and we will see you guys again shortly.